All right, we're back with a remake money origami tutorial because 50 minutes to make this is just completely pathetic. And that video is more like the design process. And after I got done with the video, I realized much better way to fold it. So this is going to be an easy origami tutorial. My 2 cents, or the twist fold, I'm probably going to call it. And way back in the day, you said a penny for your thoughts. And that was how you asked somebody to say their opinion. And then if they give you their opinion without asking, and if you wanted to do that to someone else, you would say, well, my 2 cents are. So there. That's where the my 2 cents comes from. So we're going to make it like this one instead of this one. But after we get it folded, I'm going to take it a little bit further and make these extra folds, except it'll be the greenback side. All right. Got me a brand new crisp bill out of the stack, number 99. And we are still going to use the guide just to give you a reference point to come back to check your folds if you need to. And, all that effort was to try to make any extra folds across the little squares we're going to twist. This time, let's not worry about that so much. So, if you're really sharp at the origami, you could combine these two methods from the last video, which is, ridiculously long, and this new method I'm going to show, and fold it your own way. So, fold the bill in half, and let's try not to crease it on these very much. But if you do, that's fine, because, well, it might make it a little bit harder to twist fold, but this is the easy tutorial remake of the twist fold my 2 cents. So we've got it folded in half there, and that's good enough. So now turn over, fold it into quarters. So get these nice and even. You don't have to crease it real hard, except you don't have to crease it real hard. So don't crease it up. Actually, just don't make any of the folds real hard till later. So now fold the other half in. And this is a much better way to fold it. That other way was, me learning, really. I just didn't fold enough of them to do a proper tutorial, so sorry about that. All right, so you open that back up, and now what you do is it's really easy to tell where the middle of these logos are. There's a star right there in the top dead center, and there's a feather. So fold it right on that. Get the star right in the middle. Get the feather right in the middle right here. Make sure the edges are lined up. And then on those two, you can crease them from the edge of the star up and from the center of the feather down. And now on the other side, we only really got the point, but it's a point. So just line that right up on the middle. Make sure your edge is lined up here, nice and square. And get that right on the middle of the point. Crease that right there. And crease the bottom edge and don't let it slip from lining up right here. All right. So now fold these back in, which we could have done them other creases first, I guess. You know, see, I'm always modifying and learning on these things. So now what you do is you fold this edge to these pinch creases. But don't let any of the paper slip. So grab it right here and go by the top one. And just get that going straight down. And you really just crease right here on the circle. You don't have to do the rest of the crease. So I'm creasing right there. And then fold this side down. And just crease right here on the edge of the circle. And do the same thing on the other side. Keep it nice and lined up. So really sorry about that 50-minute tutorial. I think it's pathetic. So that's why I'm redoing it. So now turn over or whatever, and you do the same thing on the other crease. So lining it up with your vertical right there. And you just crease on the circle. Hold the other corner over. Crease on the circle. Go over here and do this one. So where's that crease? Right there. It's kind of hard to see on mine. But when you're doing it, I think you'll see it. Now you can also make it out of paper. Of course, I like to emphasize that. And 3x7 paper or 6 centimeter by 14 centimeters is also good. That's a little bit smaller, and the inches size is a little bit bigger. Or any dimensions you want, where you have 12 units by 28 units. All right, so now we've got our square, see? Nice and easy way to make the square. So now you open these up. And these actually get valley folded at the end. So reverse this fold. And you can go by your center crease. And don't worry about pinching the middle that much, it's fine. But from this crease over, crease it hard. And from that crease, that vertical crease over, crease it hard. Now on the bottom, we're not doing exactly the same thing, but we're folding it into the center crease, reversing this fold. And you can even see your diagonals lining up. see when you fold it. So now just crease from the point or that vertical fold over to the other one in the middle. Don't worry about creasing over here, it don't matter. Whoops, I went a little past it, that's okay. Alright. Now there's just a few folds left. Whoops, sorry. Back side up. And see, you've got your point right here where it meets the center fold. We want to make a valley fold right there. So fold this over, and you can see your point on this side. So just line it up where the point of the square fold is right on the edge, and line up these edges and just pinch right there and crease this part. Okay. And do the same thing on this side. I'm going to turn it around. There's our beautiful point. And since I turned it around, we're creasing up this way. So these creases are toward the top of the bill. Right there. Now we need two more. And we have our point right here. You can redo these a little bit. Make sure you can see your point. And that's going to be a valley fold as well. So we're going to turn it over. Find our point. Which it's hard to see on this side. It's right there. Line up your edges good, because this is a little bit less paper we're folding. And then on that one, you crease down toward the bottom of the bill. Alright, that might be a tiny bit crooked. And there's our point on that one. You just crease down right there. And that's all the folds. Now you might use the fold guide to reaffirm all the folds as mountain, valley, mountain, valley. All these are mountains. That's not a fold right there. Valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay. Same thing on this side. Why is there a shadow? So I'm going to do that real quick. Because the fun part is twisting it together. See, there's our valley. There's our valley. Here's our other valley. And our other valley. And right here we have a valley. Alright, now you can kind of do one half at a time. So just watch your valleys and mountains and keep those. You know, that's a valley there. And this is a mountain. So you pull out your square and you turn it a little bit. Now make sure you just get your next valley going in, and that pulls these mountain folds to the right. See, all of them kind of go to the right a little bit. push it around, and then here's a valley. So don't forget that one. And you just lay it on over. Kind of tuck this valley in. And that one too. This one pull out and tuck this valley in, and you twist it over. And you have to make this valley. And it just goes. So that's the fun part. But these just lay down. See, that valley's not all the way in. So you push it in, and it all just lays down like that, and it's beautiful. Now you can crease this side up. I got my dice. I used the number 1 down. It used to say Maryland's Casino on there. It's my mom. But it wore off. So now we're just going to twist this one this way. And you can leave that one. And you just do the same thing. Make your valleys and mountains. All the points have mountains. You start bringing it over. And see, this vertical mountain is going to be that one. And there's a valley right here. And you got to tuck this valley in. And you just bring it around. And lay it down. So just play with that. And try not to get frustrated. And I've got several demonstrations of it in the super long crazy tutorial. So that was the model. Folded much quicker. Now let's take it further. And then that way you don't have to worry about these little edges and stuff. Oh, well, one thing, that part of the fold right there looks pretty cool, right? I think that looks pretty cool. But we're going to sacrifice that little bit to make it look cooler. So if you want to make it look like this, continue on, and you can fold this back just a little bit, and then it stands up. Oh, in the other video though, what I did do is open up in here and squash fold this. And then close that. So you see how mine's showing a little bit there? So when you do yours, just take your time and make sure you can see the edge of this square when you squash it. See, now it's gone. And then on the bottom, I think if you don't do this whole part, if you just do that part and the same thing right here, tuck him in, that it looks nicer, I believe, with the border showing right there, instead of this sloppy double corner if you ended up having that. Now if you really folded it perfect, you won't have that actually. So yeah, I saw one of my sisters today. She came over, we met for lunch, and wow, I was full all afternoon. But I did just eat again finally. It's 1:15 a.m. the next day now. So then, if you wanna, so that's really the model, and that was a lot quicker and easier. And if you want to make the rest of it, I mean, it's just crazy to try to open it now. That's that's why I think it's kind of fun. So right behind this triangle, you fold it over. Well, first you have to tuck. You fold this. See, there's that pocket there, which you can put a note in there or your phone number, and you fold that back. And it's pretty cool like that too. So just all the rest of this is just optional. But the twist fold is what it is. And you can tuck this in here if you want. Oh yeah, and you're supposed to put your 2 cents. I forgot to put them in there, people. Sorry about that. But you put your 2 pennies, one inside each square before you close it up. So I think you can do that. And if you watched some of the last video and then blew it off, you saw that the pennies were in there. So see, we could do different things, but if you fold this over on both sides, and then you fold these up, and then you fold the triangle fold right here, super tight. So you're pulling it down this way. And then let's do this one. So you get a nice point here. And they're nice and hidden, I hope. That's pretty good. And then there's a little pocket right here. Right there. There's my pen cap. I don't know. But anyway, the little pocket right there. And so you tuck those corners in there. Kind of hard to do. So, like I said, this stuff's optional. Well, the other one fit beautifully. And this one's not fitting so much. Let's try this one first. It's a lot of paper to shove in there. So you might bend the corner over a little bit. Help you get started. Well, what I actually did on the first one is I folded I left that down there and I just folded these two inside first. Well, what happened to the pocket? Oh, When you fold that up, it makes a pocket. Huh. Guess I was wrong about that. Oh, you folded that. I left that down like that. I'll show you on the other side. But pen cap really helps get it in there, actually, because you can use the edge of the pen cap to push on the paper. It's pretty hard to cram that in there. But see, now that one's in there good. And then you can fold this single layer up and tuck it in there if you want. There's not really any place to tuck it in unless you want to get really fancy. Well, you can tuck it right behind there. That's kind of neat. Actually, I think I like that better. Yeah, see, every time we fold these, now you've got a square on each side. That's what we're going to do. So every time, see, come up with something new. Fold this. See, fold the original part around, and then you just leave that down there. It's got a little kink there. And then you tuck this in that. What happened to my pocket here? Wow, hang on. Okay, so it's like this, see? And then you fold that layer over. And see, there's your pocket right there. There's probably another model in there. And if you can't get it with your fingernail, you just use the pen cap. See how I'm doing it? Like this. And it lets you get a little area to push on the surface of the paper. And then I think that looks a lot cooler folded under there to make the double squares. So yeah, that's even better than this one. I'm going to switch that one around. All right. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. 21, not 28 minutes. Anyway, that's a lot easier method. And you can make it stand on those points. Too much light. All right. Well, thanks for watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. That's the video. And sorry about that really pathetic tutorial. All right. Take care, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Do. All right. That's pretty cool. How do we switch this one back? Well, I got to untuck those corners. But yeah, so just fool around with it and hide all the little loose edges, and pretty neat. There's probably another way to even tuck it in further. Yeah, you could tuck this up inside here. What happens? But I pulled it out. Anyway, all right. So I'll probably work on some more origami, who knows. But anyway, look at all this stuff back in here. All kinds of crazy models. And then there's like the graveyard. And then there's more. Oh, now the camera's on. Whoops. See, there's more there. There's a jar with sun. There's some more. And there's a few more. There's no light over here, but then it doesn't give away my model, right? Maybe that's going to be a sleigh. And then there's the Holy Grail, the trophy, $2 flag, which I believe that one is Jeremy Schaefer's. So there's my sailboats. All right, have a good one, and enjoy folding for relaxation money origami. All right, it's more of a challenge. Take care. Bye.